Africa is definitely a fascinating continent and an innovative and promising investment destination. There are so many sectors and industries that are untapped, so many talents on the continent that are now able to, access new pools of capital and then, develop their companies in a proper manner. I think that there are still a lot of inefficiencies in the way the capital is allocated on the continent, which creates a lot of opportunities for private investors like me to actually address those inefficiencies and unlock a lot of value for all the stakeholders. First for the investors, but also for the communities and the societies on the ground. And hopefully, one of the latest developments we've seen on our continent is the implementation of the African Free Trade Agreement, which should enable more countries to trade within the continent. And hopefully this will unlock further opportunities for the entrepreneurs on the ground. This will give us like a larger market to which they can sell their products and their services. So it's very, very exciting. And I'm sure that the next 5 years in Africa will be even more exciting than they were in the past.
There's a lot of work that tells us, and a lot of published studies that tell us about the macros for the continent, right? So if you look at the youth demographic, if you look at exclusion, for instance. So for instance, in Africa, I read a stat the other day that said that out of 8 citizens in South Africa, 1 of them has a credit card, but 7 of them have a bank account. And so there's something to be done around financial inclusion, for instance, and that's just a simple macro case. Why Africa? Because the problems that Africa has to solve are real human problems, right? We still have problems around food security. We have problems around financial inclusion. We have problems around penetration and market penetration of the insurance industry. So for instance, and these problems carry forward, right? So for instance, if you don't get liberalization of markets, you don't get disruption of the insurance industry in, say, a Malawi, then what happens is as older people get older, they become a burden on the next generation that has to take care of them. We almost don't consider those things in other parts of the world. There's insurance, there's life planning, pension planning, et cetera, but that's actually not true for many parts of the continent. So what I thoroughly enjoy about Africa is the problems we have to solve are real human problems. It's not to say that the rest of the world doesn't have to solve human problems, but ours are tethered to people's lived realities every single day. The provision of good quality education, for instance, the provision of good quality healthcare, for instance, all of these just absolutely critical for improving people's quality of life.
Warm and sunny greetings to everybody here today, and welcome back to our esteemed jury members, to our inventive startups, and to the organizers from the SA Innovation Summit. So in round 1 of this BoostUp Pitch Battle, we had 16 innovators battling it out, and the 16 innovators were grouped into 4 groups of 4 innovators each, making up the 16. And in round 1, we had the 16 innovators who had their 2-minute pitches made to the jury. These pitches were viewed by the jury. And here we are today in round 2, where from each of the groups of 4, 1 finalist was chosen to move on to round 2 here. So it gives me great pleasure to announce the 4 semi-finalists that we have represented here in this session. So from group 1, the team that has moved on through to round 2 is Hydro IT. Out of the 4 that were in group 2, we have Phoenix that has made it into this round. From group 3, we welcome Nubian Smarts. And finally, from group 4, we have Mali, who emerged as a semi-finalist. So to the 4 teams, to the 4 innovators,
when considering an investment, I think it's really important to understand whether the investment matches your investment mandate. I think that many entrepreneurs don't realize that every investor's mandate is different, and you need to really have a strong fit between the type of business that you're building and what your investor's mandate is. And only when there's an alignment is a potential investment possible. So when I consider an investment, the first thing I ask myself is, how aligned is this to the investment mandate? Then I ask, is this business able to grow and scale rapidly in order to become a successful business and a business that will be able to provide a return on investment? I think so many entrepreneurs don't realize what a return on investment means to an entrepreneur. But the reality is, it doesn't matter how good you are as an investor, because you're investing in early stage businesses, a large number of your portfolio of investments will fail or will fail to provide significant returns. And so you need to have every business in the portfolio with at least the potential to return a significant capital right from the beginning, because you don't know which ones are going to fail and which ones are going to succeed. And so sometimes 3 times your money back, while it does sound good, it's just not enough. And so we look at businesses that have the potential to return 10, 20, or 30 times their money. And with that also comes besides looking at all the different factors of the business, so looking at the business model and the market and the uniqueness or competitors, it's also really important that you understand the team, their ability to grow that business, and also whether the valuation is right. Because the last thing you want to do is also overpay for an investment, because then you'll never make a significant return on investment.
Welcome back to the final round of the BoostUp Pitch Battle. And now we're on to the audience choice. Guess what, attendees? The final 2 startups' fate is in your hands. You will be voting for the winner of this round by voting via the polls. From 20 pitches to 4 semi-finalists, and now finally 2 finalists remain, battling out for the ultimate pitch champion title with only a final 1-minute pitch each. I hope you are ready, and good luck. First up, we have Hydro IT. Hydro IT integrates Internet of Things devices into pipe infrastructure to detect, control, and communicate water leaks to its registered customer, reducing the national water loss average from 39% to just 8%, saving over 5 billion liters of water and 10 billion rands annually. Representing Hydro IT again is Gareth Herrick, Director of Hydro IT.
Hi, I'm Gareth from Hydro IT. Water leaks across South Africa account for more than 1 billion litres of water loss per year. The largest causes of these leaks occur on municipal piping, and oftentimes delayed methods in reporting through calls, SMSs, and email make up for the majority of this water being wasted. Our IoT water monitor automatically detects water leaks, shutting off the valves to reduce water losses. At the same time, these leaks are reported to our customers. With our IoT water monitor, we hope to reduce the national water loss average to be on par with world leaders in the sector, while also aligning to the UN Sustainable Development Goals of clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, and sustainable cities and communities. Thank you.
Final battle between Hydro IT and finalist number 2 is Nubian Smarts. So let's go Nubian Smarts, a female Black-owned company that strives to improve the educational experience of all African children. Nubian Smarts have created mobile applications that are dedicated towards making learning fun. Represented by Lungile Maile, founder of Nubian Smarts.
Hi, my name is Lungile Maile. I'm the founder of Nubian Smarts. Now, there's a lot of educational mobile apps that are available on the market, but parents in townships and rural areas are unable to utilize them because of the data connectivity issues that they struggle with and the high fees for subscription to these apps. Secondly, a teacher in foundation phase with 40 plus learners, how do they know which learners are getting left behind? NewMaths Kids app is aligned to the Grade R to Grade 3 mathematics curriculum, and once downloaded can be utilized without an internet connection. Furthermore, we send our brand ambassadors to the schools with our devices and the app. From there, they facilitate learning, and we are then able to pull data analytics from the app that enable us to advise the teacher on the class's performance, thus ensuring that no learner is left behind. Partner with us on our mission to create an army of problem solvers across South Africa and ultimately across the continent. Thank you.
Wow, audience, you have had a very hard decision to make. Go and vote for your favorite startup now. The pitch champion will be announced at tonight's closing ceremony, so please do not miss the ceremony. The outstanding attendee investor will also be announced at tonight's ceremony, so don't miss out. A special thank you to Technology Innovation Agency, TIA, and to M Labs for bringing BoostUp to the South African Innovation Summit. I would like to thank all the amazing startups for all the hard work and effort that you have put into this pitch battle. Don't forget to visit their digital booths. Also, audience, this wouldn't have been possible without you, so thank you for voting and taking part. That's a wrap, and looking forward to seeing you all tonight.